Hi, I'm Justin Fraction for Technology Advice. Whether you're doing a clean install of a fresh copy of Windows or installing programs on a brand new PC, this guide will help you figure out the software you should install first. First, some notes. I'm a big nerd. My very first computer was a Commodore 64 when I was way too young to have one. I played Donald Duck's Playground on it a lot. I had a ton of games on floppy disk, and I taught myself basic programming. Then I had a compact Presario all-in-one that ran Windows for workgroups, and I've been using PCs ever since. So why am I telling you this? Because I needed you to know who I was before I started telling you my list, and I've done this many times. Finally, Windows has a lot of built-in programs that could serve the purposes you see in this video, but I find these to work better and be more versatile. So, on with the list. Web browser at work, Google Chrome or Mozilla Firefox. The at-home and at-work distinction is important. Sometimes your company will have pre-configured setups with extensions they want you to have that they manage. It's more likely that they'll be fine supporting one of these two browsers in addition to Edge. Check with your IT department. We know Windows has Edge installed and it's a great browser, way better than in the past few years. But if you want more flexibility, then go with Google Chrome. It's customizable, there are tons of extensions, it easily integrates with Google's other features, and it's multi-platform. However, it can be a resource hog. If you want more privacy and security, then go with Mozilla Firefox, but its performance isn't quite as good as Chrome's. There are many choices here and many spin-offs that run on Chromium or Mozilla's Gecko engine, like Vivaldi, WaterFox, DuckDuckGo's browser, etc. But some of them make sacrifices in functionality that you may not want to deal with for a work computer or are quite complex. So what about at home? Web browser at home? Brave. Brave's ad blocking is phenomenal. It's fast and it doesn't use much CPU power. There's also tons of protection to help protect you from malware, phishing attacks, and other not-so-cool things on the internet. It also has this kind of interesting reward system, which I just turn off and don't pay I don't pay any mind to it. We'll see what happens with the Arc browser when it comes out for Windows. This recommendation may change. Media player, VLC player. So do you want to watch a video? Try VLC player from Videoland. It's free and open source. It's also cross-platform. I'm pretty sure I even used it on a VR headset once. That's how cross-platform it is. It pretty much will play anything from a video file to a webcam stream. It also can play CDs if you still use those, and music files. Finally, it's skinnable so you can customize it. This is probably the easiest choice I made when it came to putting something on this list. Antivirus, BitDefender. Worried about system security? Try BitDefender. It's not that other software programs don't have great malware protection and other threat protection. It's that BitDefender is user-friendly and also lightweight and fast. Music, Spotify. You can play music with VLC, but it's time to just straight up say, get Spotify. The app has some quirks I don't like, but their library of music, podcasts, and audiobooks will keep you going during and after your workday. I have a massive collection of MP3s from the past few decades, but all of those artists are on Spotify. I don't really need to waste storage space storing those MP3s anymore. Also, don't forget that the free version will act like a radio, so even if you don't pay, there's still music there for you to listen to. Screen capture, Greenshot. Need to take a screenshot? It's free. It's open source, it's small, it's fast, it's easy to use. It has built-in keyboard shortcuts that can capture your screen or region, but you also can set your own. You can even annotate the screenshots. That's what makes this one super cool. Finally, you can tell it where you want it to save them all the time, or you can specify a directory every time. Screen recording, OBS Studio. You can use OBS to stream video to a streaming site. You can use OBS to record your desktop. You can use OBS to record yourself. It's extremely versatile. It looks a bit intimidating, but it's super easy once you understand the interface. What I really love about OBS is that I can mix and match my sources, so I can use my webcam footage or DSLR camera footage and use the audio from my audio interface and not from one of my other microphones. Productivity, Todoist. Need to get a jump on things you need to do during your day, your week, your month, your year? Then check out Todoist. As a simplified task management tool, List app and planner, Todoist can help lean teams stay on track by breaking down projects into tasks and subtasks for more granularity. With the ability to prioritize, set reminders, and filter tasks, you can remain organized without feeling overwhelmed. Space management, WinDirStat. This is my favorite little secret for clearing space on your computer. It's a tiny, lightweight program that gives you a visual representation of what's on your computer and how much space it takes up. You just click and run. It shows you what's taking up the most space. You can send it to the recycle bin, delete it permanently, or go straight to the directory to see what's happening there. Note-taking, Notepad++, and Notable. Notepad++ is a great replacement for Notepad. As a former programmer, I also love the line numbers so you can reference things. Notable is what I take my notes in for work. There's a free version. It gets as complicated as you need it to be. Notable gives you more flexibility, has AI built in, some built-in functions to help you format things better, and can go everywhere you go since it's stored in the cloud. Well, your files are stored in the cloud. Between these two, you're covered. Storage, Dropbox, and Google Drive. I use Dropbox for permanent file storage or rather documents that I want to stick around that are important personally. That's the key word here. Google Drive, on the other hand, is part of a whole ecosystem of cloud applications that can all work together. Screen reading, F.Lux. Windows does have this as a built-in feature to protect your eyes, but F.Lux is free and more versatile. I pretty much set it and forget it. I only notice it when it sends me a message that I'm waking up at 7 a.m. It does that. It lets you know it's going to change. There are many other software packages you can install on your fresh new version of Windows, and I hope we've given you a few ideas of things you might want to go ahead and try. For more software packages that you might want to check out, feel free to head on over to our website at TechnologyAdvice.com. Don't forget to hit subscribe if you'd like to subscribe, or like the video if you do. Finally, you may want to stick around and check out our other videos on productivity on a playlist we made just for you. See you next time.